What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TWA Motorsports, and today, yes, we are upgrading the lights on the inside of the Suburban. Now, you guys have seen me do this on the Tahoe, or at least the older Tahoe that I had, the Z71 Tahoe, and I really liked it. So I did the same thing again, and I'll list this down in the descriptions. It's really cheap. I think it's like 20 bucks, and it comes with all the LEDs that you need. So you don't have to source them independently. You can get them all in one package. And so what we are replacing today are mainly the really cool thing about the newer stuff. So like the newer Tahoes and the newer Suburbans, unlike the like 2000 to 2006 models, they don't have any lights in the door. So we don't have to mess with those lights that are in the door. All we have to do is replace the lights in the ceiling. And you could see in a Suburban, there's quite a few of them because it's longer. I think the Tahoe might have a few less, and I'm hoping that this kit came with everything that I need. And guys, I'm sorry if you're catching some wind. It is a little bit windy today, but this kit supposedly came with all the lights for down the center, which it looks like it does have. It also came with the mirror lights. So these guys here, when you open this up, these guys, and it came with the lights for the bottom of the mirrors, those guys there, which I really need. If you guys caught the last video when I did the headlights, it looks really kind of weird. And then it also came with the lights for the license plate. So I'm hoping that they're all in here, and it looks like they are. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up on a tripod, and I'm just going to try to show you real time how quick this can possibly be. I'm not going to cut this video. I am going to edit it, obviously, when I have to shut it off to go get a camera, or if I have to get a special tool. But as far as like the real time of replacing this, I am going to do for you in this video. So I'm going to go get the tripod, set it up, I think all I'm going to need is maybe a small pick or a small flathead screwdriver, and then we will get started. So I figured we'd just start right here on these, and honestly guys, I have never taken these out, so it might be a learning experience on how to pop these loose. Okay, so not as hard as I thought. And then we're gonna open this, I'm just using a flathead screwdriver, not a whole lot to it. I'm gonna shut this door so maybe we get less wind. And then on these, you want the LEDs to face forward. And sometimes they are picky, so we have to face them the other direction. For some reason, LEDs are weird like that sometimes. They're like, you have to take them out and do a 180-degree swap. Who'd have thought the hardest part would be getting the old parts back in? Same thing on this side. Trying to find a spot where you can get this in. A little tougher than the older models. Still not bad though. You think I'd get lucky and put it in the right way? Oh, way better. So we are good on that one. So let's see about this center one here. I've got a pick also, so just one of these guys. We'll see if we can pop this out of place. These are probably going to be pretty warm because they've been on for a minute. There's some cobwebs up there. All right, I may have to stop the camera and go grab a pair of gloves. Oh, they're not terrible. They're not cold by any means. That's another thing, guys, is you get, not only in this kit do you get those bulbs, or LEDs, which look better, they stay a lot cooler, that's for sure. I guess honestly, you know what I should do? I should hit the dome override here. That seems like a smarter idea. And you may have to bend your prongs a little bit. I noticed that those are kind of, oh, that looks way nicer. You may have to bend the prongs a little bit. Sometimes they don't set in quite as good as the older ones. Sometimes they're a little thinner. I actually think probably should have popped that loose from the back. That looks way nicer. All right, I'm gonna move the camera over to the other side and we will do the other mirror. So I think the pick might actually work better on getting these out. Maybe not, I don't know. Seems like it might work a little nicer than the... I'm gonna open this up and see if we can get them to light. That way I'm not putting them in twice. I think I like the way the pick fits in there nicer. These are definitely snug though. Not one time, not one of these mirror lights have I got the right way. And this thing is in dire need of a cleaning. But we're getting ready to go somewhere in it, and I just thought it'd be nice to upgrade all of these things, like the headlights you guys saw in the last video on this thing, and these interior lights before we went somewhere in it. I don't know, it just makes it a lot nicer when you're driving down the road with these dark windows. Now let's move to the back. I know this is probably an odd angle, but I thought it might be the better one. And these are going to be hot as well. But I can't reach the dome override from where I'm at. Holy cow, those are hot. And like I said, you may have to bend these prongs a little bit. And that's the wrong direction. Hope I have enough. Well, these actually swing down. So just so you guys know, I learned something. They have a hinge on them. So once you get them up in place, they kind of hinge up in where they go. I'm not sure what this center one is. There's no light in it. At least I don't see one. All right, let's keep moving back. So I didn't think I had enough, but actually there's only one in this back one. So I'm going to start with it. Oh, it's hot. It is so hot. I need to set these somewhere where they're not going to burn stuff. Now we'll go to this front one. Hopefully it's as easy. I'll see why it wouldn't be. The other thing cool about using a pick is you can grab those lights and they're not as hot on your finger. They're still hot, but all right, so we got all of them on the inside. Now let's move to the outside. Now we're onto the outside, and I will tell you guys that this part right these things are very brittle because they're out in the weather all the time, and while they don't look quite as brittle as the ones in the older style Tahoes, they're still these pieces of plastic, man. They don't live a long life. I will tell you guys, in the kit you have two options to put here. I'm gonna choose the bigger one of the two because this is technically the one made for the license plate. So I'm gonna use the smaller one. And how am I gonna test this? I may have to unlock it and see. Hopefully I have the key in my pocket. Maybe they'll work if I unlock it. Nope. I may have to leave those until it gets a little darker. Let's twist it and see. Got my key here in my pocket, but I think these only light up in the dark. I don't know any other way to test them. All right, so I'm gonna leave that one. We'll go on to the other side and replace it. I'll leave it out as well, and then we'll move back to the license plate lights. Same thing here. Just unclipping, turning, pulling the old bulb out, new bulb in, and let's just test it. Okay, yeah, it's not dark enough. All right, we're gonna go on to the back and put the back bulbs in place. So for the back here, you are gonna need a Phillips screwdriver, which, I don't know, you probably better be pretty careful on these as well because they're out in the elements. These are another one that I'm gonna test before I put back together. Now the cool thing about these is I can just turn the lights on. And these should come on with the lights. They are in there. There's one. Pretty simple project here, guys. What do you bet that we have to flip these around? At least one of them. No way I'll get both of them right. And that one flew way off. See, these are things I'm not cutting for you guys. This is actually how it goes. You're pulling one out and they cut off. All right, let's go turn the lights on, see if they work. What do we got? Oh my gosh, that is so lucky. Maybe these are not those reversible style. I still need it to get darker though so we can test those other ones. Don't over tighten these. Just talking about plastic here. Brittle old plastic. Which way did it go? This way. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm really struggling here because I'm right-handed. This is like a left-handed job, especially where the camera's located. Got a couple left-handed buddies. I need them over here for stuff like this. Although I don't get the screws quite as tight with my left hand. Okay, so now all we need to do is wait for it to get a little bit darker, and then we will come back and test those lights that are on the side of the mirror. So let me show you what I did to trick this thing. It's not quite dark enough, but I put a towel on the dash over the sensor that tells it how dark it is outside. And so what that does now is it gives me the ability to see these things lit up. So that one I did have to switch. So sorry I didn't show you guys that, but this one Looks like the same exact situation. Sorry, it's probably noisy when I move the camera, but both of them I had to switch. So at this point, put these things back in their holders, and the back, the wiring side goes in first, followed by that snapping in. Do the same thing to the other side here, and they do have little gaskets on them. Just make sure those are still in place because you don't want water in here. This one, oh, no wonder I'm going in the wrong way. I was gonna say I won't go in the other way. So, all right, guys, what we will do is I'll let it get just a little bit darker out, and then we'll come out and take a look at how much better when we hit the unlock button it looks when it's dark, and then maybe a little bit darker, and I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside, because it's going to be, I think it's going to be a pretty substantial difference from the halogens. So at this point it's a little darker, but it's not quite as dark as I wanted it to be, but I wanted to be able to finish this video tonight. So you can definitely see when you go to unlock it, it's going to be brighter, and this doesn't really do it justice because it's not really dark enough to see the difference that the mirrors made. But the majority of this, guys, was on the inside, and so it's dark enough with the window tint that you'll be able to see what's going on. Shut the door here. And what a huge difference. Not only is the lighting better, that you can see things better like in the floor and whatnot, but it's better, it's more modern looking. It just looks like a newer vehicle when you upgrade something like this. And definitely, guys, it's worth the 20 bucks that I spent on it, that is for sure. That kit did come with all the lights, including your mirror lights. I didn't even show you guys that. Way more modern looking, that's for sure. And definitely kind of matches with the headlights, especially with the outside. Now, I wish that I would have gotten the reverse lights, but maybe I'll do that down the road. But guys, this is pretty much it I'm going to show you on this until we get to a drop. Now, I don't know how soon I'm going to be doing the drop on this thing, but it is going to be coming. I am going to lower it. I don't really think there's anything else that I want to do at this point. I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, it was never really meant to be a project, but little things like this are really easy videos for me to do. Especially since all the stuff that I'm tearing into, like the Tahoe and the green truck and the Trans Am and all that stuff, those are really labor intensive, and takes me a lot of time to put videos together on those. So I wanted something really simple. So you're going to see little odds and end jobs like this on the Suburban, probably on the red dually, but the lowering stuff, you know, that's like 2 days worth of work. If I could do it in one day, I'll try to do it in one day. But then you got quite a bit of editing on the back side of that. So guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. Like I said, I think this is an awesome upgrade to go with the headlights. The interior lights were just naturally next, and makes a huge difference for little cost. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, like always, please smash that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed, go down, hit that subscribe button. While you're down there, make sure you ring that bell icon. That notifies you every single time we drop a new video. And well, stay tuned to see what we get into